Hello everyone, hope you all are doing well. Today I am going to show you how to set up a knowledge base. Okay, let's see. Log into your personal instance, okay, or customer instance or anything. Okay, so to set up a knowledge base, okay, so go to the our uh, module, knowledge module. Under knowledge module, you have knowledge bases. Okay, so check. There are available knowledge base. How many knowledge bases are available? Okay, like which are in active true before setting up a new knowledge base. Okay, check if those knowledge base are applicable to you, or you want to create a new, or you want to edit the existing knowledge base. Okay, those things you need to keep in mind. Okay, so for example, we have two knowledge bases which are in active true. Okay, if I go to IT knowledge base, okay, so everything is defined like IT, title, owner, what are the workflow, what is descriptions, how many knowledge articles are there, what are the future content, what are the knowledge categories. So everything is there. Okay, so we will try to set up a new a knowledge base. Okay, so that it will be clear for everyone. Okay, so we will try to set up a new knowledge base. So what will be our what is the so these things you need to gather the information from your client. Okay, so if you are setting a new knowledge base, what will be the knowledge base name? So my uh, it's like we will put as like some test, or we will put as like uh, something something called snow dogs. Okay, snow dogs. So here the article availability. So this is very important. Okay, so in this knowledge base, if we have 10 articles or 20 articles, okay, if you have articles, so article validity, for example, if you created today, till how many days this article needs to be valid? Like you can put like 360 days, or it's like number of days. You need to enter the days. Okay, number of days, like 15 days or 20 days or 30 days or like 100 days, anything. Okay, so if you have an icon, you can add it. If you don't have any icon, you can leave it. Okay, or click on. Okay, so before clicking, it is asking us the owner is mandatory. Okay, let's go by one. So disable commenting, this I will show you later. Okay, this I will tell you later. Description. Okay, in this knowledge base, we are adding documents related to ServiceNow or something like that. You can add it. And the main thing is owner and managers. Okay, who will be the owner of this knowledge base and who are the managers of this knowledge base? Okay, so basically we have three roles. One is knowledge admin, knowledge manager, knowledge user. Okay, knowledge admin is like he can manage all the knowledge bases. Okay, and whereas knowledge manager is like owner of this knowledge base, is like he will manage only this knowledge base. Okay, only one knowledge base particular to the knowledge base. Okay, so let me add some user as a manager. Okay, let's see, let me add like Abraham Lincoln. Okay, is the manager for this one. Okay, so knowledge manager role after adding it. Okay, he will get Abraham Lincoln. Okay, and managers. So who will be the managers? Who will be managers like Adele and Ireland. Okay, so these two, okay, are the so you can see this one knowledge manager role after adding it. Okay, so these two guys don't have any knowledge role. So once we are adding like a owner or manager, so these two will be automatically added. Okay, so now going to the workflows, this is important. So whenever someone creating a knowledge article in this knowledge base, okay, so whether before publishing to the user, they need to get approved, reviewed, and approved or not. Okay, so that we need to ask to our client. Okay, so who will be okay? So we have some workflows here. Okay, like approval workflow and like instant publish. Approval means it will go to the manager's approval before publishing to the users. Instant publish means without approving it directly go publish to the users. So instant publish, if you are using instant publish, it will so any user can create any articles so that it will affect our document structures, everything. So I suggest go for the approval publish. Instant retire, okay. So no need of any approval to retire and okay, so that we can add it instant retire. Okay. So whether this knowledge base is active or not, you can add it. Okay, active. And these are set default knowledge base values. Okay. Uh, no, for example, if you are creating any article, okay, uh, activity is true or some article type description you want to add something, so that it will apply whenever you are creating a new articles. Okay, so let's submit it now, save it now. A knowledge base is created and all these users will be assigned to knowledge manager role. Okay, so go back. So Snowdocs is a knowledge base. Okay, so under this, for example, if anyone or creating any knowledge article, okay, as an admin, I can create it. Okay, so you can see the validity is set valid to like 100 days from now. Okay, it's counted like 100 days from now or everything. Okay, short description is not there. Okay, or something. Okay, so now go back. We will discuss knowledge articles in upcoming classes. Okay. So for example, if I set as like a short description, okay, something like sting or something, okay, and save it. What will happen if I keep this one? Okay, now whenever anyone creating a knowledge article under this knowledge base and they click on new, so it will it will ask you, do you want to populate the fields, default fields you want to populate? Yes, okay. Then automatically testing will be applied. You can see it. Okay, so that is how, that's the purpose of those set default knowledge fields. Okay, so whoever creating the knowledge article, it will be very useful for them. Okay, and now what it is, disable commenting, disable suggesting, disable category editing, disable rating, disable mark as useful, helpful. We know, like, let me duplicate this one. Okay, if I go to the knowledge, okay, to the knowledge, and if I open any articles, okay, for example, we have 0 articles, 0 articles, 0 31 articles. Okay, if I open any article, Okay, you have a rating here. Okay, you want to disable this one. You want disable helpful or not. You want to disable the comment. Okay, you want to disable the flag article. Okay, everything, everything. Okay, so that so the knowledge articles inside this knowledge base, if any users don't want to comment, suggesting, editing, category editing, or mark as helpful, you can mark it as. Okay, so that in the knowledge articles in this knowledge base will not have these things. Okay, okay, so that's the purpose of this one. Okay, so after defining this knowledge base, okay, the most important thing is the knowledge categories. Knowledge categories are the more important thing because how many categories we need to have in this knowledge base that we need to know. For example, I have okay, admin documents. Okay, you need to give as a label and value and submit it. Admin documents, support documents, or something like that. Okay, support documents, support documents. Okay, submit, and you go back, and you go back. So there are two knowledge articles categories. Okay, so inside this admin, you can add child categories also. Okay, and inside the support also you can add child categories, like the categories how you add in the catalog items, parent and child categories. Okay, so knowledge categories are very important to define. Okay, and the featured content is like this is also a knowledge article. And this is like if you have any upcoming things to be happening, like in future, it will be disabled or it will be active or something like that. You can add, you can create a future content article. Okay, you can map to the knowledge article. Okay, this knowledge article I want to show under this view. Okay, keywords. What are the keywords you have to enter? Everything. Okay, that is the featured keywords, featured content. Can read and can contribute. These are the user criteria. Okay, who can create a knowledge articles or edit the knowledge articles inside this knowledge base will be decided by can contribute. Okay, who can read knowledge articles under this knowledge base can be defined by can read user criteria. It's simple. If you click on new, okay, you can write your own criteria like okay, who can view all users. Okay, all users can. So if you have any um, so all users means so any users can. Okay, if you have some particular users you can add it. If you have group, only this group needs to show read this knowledge base, you can add it. Role base, advanced script. Okay, if you match all, okay, everything and submit it. Okay, so all users means that is any users can read it, can read these articles. Okay, which are associated with this knowledge base. Okay, the same way they can contribute, who can edit and who can write. Okay, the featured content I told you. Okay, so after this you can run user criteria definitions. Okay, diagnostic. So select an user. Okay, for example, select an user able tutor. Okay, and diagnosis knowledge base. So able tutor has read access to the knowledge base. Only read access, not an write or anything. We did not give any permission to able tutor. Okay. And for example, if I go back and can contribute, if I create only one. Okay, and like if I select something, some user, okay, for example, Eleni Rebecca, okay, and submit it. Now run the user criteria diagnostic. So now if I select Eleni Rebecca and diagnosis, then can contribute access to the knowledge bases. Okay, can contribute, can rate. So how many user criteria she satisfied? Okay, what she can do, everything you can diagnose. Okay, who can edit, who can read, anything. Okay, so like that. So this is how we need to set up a knowledge base. Okay, that's it. Let's see how we will create a knowledge articles, how we will associate the knowledge articles to this knowledge base in the upcoming section. Okay, thank you. Please do subscribe to get alerts for upcoming videos. Hope you will enjoy and learn ServiceNow. Thank you very much for your time.